Bill.
Hey.
Morgan.
Bill.
Welcome to another episode of Coffee,
Sweaters,
and Finance. Bill, I was kind of thinking of some other topics that we could talk about on
Can't
this.
wait to hear it.
Yeah, on this within the realm of employer-based stock or concentrated stock positions. But what are the three things you should think about with every employer-based stock grant that you receive? Whether that's an ISO, an RSU, or a ESPP.
So these are going to be general concepts, but the first one is risk. You have to think about your risk.
Mm-hmm.
What are the risks associated with this stock position, and how does that risk impact the rest of your financial situation?
Sure.
First and foremost. And there is unique risk to concentrated stock because it's a larger position. You know, we've talked about this before. It can go to zero. It could get cut in half.
Yeah.
How does that impact things? Different types of employer stock, whether it's stock options, restricted stock, they're going to have different risk return characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Stock options, you know, you can make more money with stock options, but they can also go to zero faster.
Right.
You have to understand that. I've had clients in the past where, you know, their net worth grows spectacularly over a 1-year period because they have a bunch of stock options and the value of the stock options just shot up.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get ahead of yourself, because if the stock price goes down, you know, it could fall right. Your net worth could fall right back down as well.
The leverage can work for and against you in that scenario. I always think of remember your fables. So don't count your chickens before they hatch. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. I don't know any more fables. Are those even fables?
I think they are.
There's a word for that.
Yeah, that's good.
We just talked about finance, guys.
Yes. All right, number two, you got it? Taxes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Taxes. They're
a recurring theme within
recurring theme. Yes. So understand the risk, understand the tax component. So when are you going to be taxed? What rate are you going to be taxed at?
Right.
How much are you going to be taxed? So understand that so that you can prepare to pay the taxes, just from a cash flow standpoint. You know, however it's going to work. And then understand too if there's planning opportunities, if there's ways to reduce it. Better to think ahead a year in advance, 2 years in advance, you know, months in advance, as opposed to just waiting until you make the decisions and then deal with the tax.
And you can't just look at the stock within a vacuum. This is going to impact every aspect of your financial life. Your partner's, your spouse's financials will also impact or be impacted by your choices with your employer-based comp. So absolutely. Think about taxes. Recurring theme within this realm. I've got number 3, if that's all right.
Let's hear it.
Have a diversification plan. And another recurring theme within this realm. You have to plan in the future for how are you going to create some, solidify your net worth in that sense. De-risk your net worth as you go forward. If you don't have that diversification plan, you don't want to wish that you had.
Yes.
Right.
And that's going to be, it's going to be unique to every person. It's going to be unique to the type of stock that you have and the company itself. But, you know, it's going to depend on what form of equity you have. Stock options, restricted stock, employer stock purchase plan, shares, and so forth. So it's going to depend on that. It's going to depend on your personal cash flow situation. It's going to depend on how concentrated you are in this, where you are in terms of your life cycle. Are you in your early 30s? Are you nearing retirement? The more you're nearing retirement and the larger the position is, the more you really need to absolutely diversify. There's nothing more that could blow up a retirement plan than if a huge chunk of your retirement savings.
Imagine you get to 55, 60, 65 and you've been counting on this one asset, because we do a lot of mental accounting. We as humans, I should say, we do a lot of mental accounting. And you don't want you're at retirement or a year in, and all of a sudden that stock plummets. That gets back to that General Electric example that we kind of talked about a lot. The other situation that I think of a lot is, this is within mental accounting as well. Is that you might say, hey, this block of stock is for my son's or my daughter's college education. And we're just going to hold on to it for the next 10, 15, 20 years. When they're in school, we'll use this. Well, it's probably just better to sell a little.
Sell and diversify.
And put it into a 529 or something like that.
There's more tax efficient ways and there's less risky ways.
Exactly.
And if the goal is to pay for your children's education, why take the downside risk?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
It's just not necessary.
You know that cost is coming, so let's do appropriate planning for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So know your risk, understand the taxes.
Yep.
And then have a diversification plan.
Love it.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
See ya.